Hashtag Trending would like to thank Meter for their support in bringing you this podcast. Meter delivers a complete networking stack, wired, wireless, and cellular, in one integrated solution that's built for performance and scale. You can find them at meter.com/HTT. OpenAI rolls out GPT-5.1 with tone controls and new variants. New phishing scam targets lost iPhone owners with fake recovery texts. Tesla warns staff of the most demanding year as senior departures mount. And Starlink debuts a $40 unlimited plan, but only in select regions. Welcome to Hashtag Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. OpenAI has released GPT-5.1, an update to its main language model that adds two new variants: tone-controlled responses and improvements in reasoning and clarity. The rollout began November 12th for paid users, and free users will follow. The update introduces two new models, though. GPT-5.1 Instant is built for quick conversational responses with warmer, more natural wording. GPT-5.1 Thinking is designed for deeper analysis, giving the system more processing time for multi-step work like coding, research, or mathematical reasoning. A new tone selection feature lets users choose from presets such as professional, friendly, quirky, and even cynical. OpenAI says the model adjusts language and explanations automatically, which should cut down on manual rewriting when communicating with different audiences. The company is also reporting better benchmarking results across coding, logic, and mathematics. It says that GPT-5.1 produces fewer generic responses and follows instructions more reliably. Paid users will keep access to the earlier GPT-5 model for the next 3 months during a transition period. I've played with it myself, and without resetting anything, I've noticed a real change in tone and response. A quick example might show how this plays out. When asked to explain a neural network in one sentence, the older versions would give a technical description, referencing biological structures and codes. GPT-5.1, set to professional tone, would describe it as a computing system that learns patterns from data. In friendly tone, it would call it a set of connected layers that learn patterns the more they're used. OpenAI says that the rollout will continue as the new versions replace the older defaults. While this is the big news on the OpenAI front, it happens in the shadow of some troubling issues related to mental health. Our Project Synapse group will be discussing this and more on this weekend's show. You can catch us Saturday morning. A new phishing scheme is targeting people with lost iPhones, using messages that imitate Apple's device recovery alerts to steal Apple ID credentials. The scam starts with the information a user puts on a lost iPhone's lock screen. Attackers copy the phone model, color, and the contact number the owner lists. They then send a text or an iMessage claiming the device has been found. The message links to what looks like an official Apple page, but it actually leads to a fake login form designed to collect Apple ID usernames and passwords. Once the attackers have those credentials, they can try to bypass the activation lock that prevents a stolen phone from being reused. The Swiss National Cybersecurity Center says the messages can be convincing, especially when they reference the correct device details. The agency also notes Apple does not send text messages to report a recovered phone, and advises users not to click links in unsolicited notifications. Its guidance is to enable lost mode through Find My app, set a PIN for the SIM card, and ignore any external login prompts that appear after reporting a device missing. Tesla's head of AI software has warned employees to prepare for a 2026 that is going to be the most demanding year of their careers. The message comes as the company experiences a string of senior departures across engineering, autonomy, and robotics. Ashok Alaswamy, who heads Tesla's Autopilot and Optimus software efforts, delivered the warning during an all-hands meeting last month. According to people familiar with the discussion, the session ran for 2 hours and outlined the aggressive production targets for the Optimus humanoid robot, along with the extended timelines for Tesla's planned robotaxi service. One person who attended described the meeting as a rallying effort to reinforce the scale of what's ahead. At the same time, several program leaders have left the company. The heads of both the Model Y and Cybertruck programs resigned earlier this month, and other engineers focused on autonomy, robotics, and manufacturing have exited throughout the year. Tesla also reorganized parts of its AI and compute group, shutting down its Dojo supercomputer team earlier in the summer. The combination of ambitious goals and ongoing turnover is raising questions about execution risk. Elon Musk has tied much of Tesla's long-term value to progress in robotics and autonomous driving, and both will be central to the company's performance in 2026. And with the way this is tied to Elon's compensation, without that progress, he doesn't get his guest shot on Who Wants to Be a Trillionaire. Starlink has launched a new $40 a month home internet plan that offers unlimited data and download speeds of up to 100 megabits per second. It's the company's lowest priced tier so far, but it's only available in select parts of the U.S. Called Residential 100 megabits per second, the plan is aimed at smaller households and users who don't need the higher throughput of Starlink's standard residential packages. It includes unlimited data and has no upload restrictions, but speeds may slow down during congestion. So far, the option is showing up only for customers in certain regions. Reports have come in from states including Nebraska, Minnesota, and Nevada, with others seeing it in parts of California, Oregon, Arizona, and New Jersey. Starlink hasn't provided a full list and simply says the tier is available in selected areas only. The plan sits below Starlink's existing residential options, which cost between about $80 and $120 for the highest speed package. These options offer faster downloads and priority access to bandwidth during peak hours. There's still no timeline for this wider availability, and Starlink has not commented on how it decides which regions qualify for the lower cost plan. And that's our show. Once again, we'd like to thank Meter for their support in bringing you this podcast. Meter delivers full-stack networking infrastructure, wired, wireless, and cellular to leading enterprises. And working with their partners, Meter designs, deploys, and manages everything required to get performant, reliable, and secure connectivity in a space. They design the hardware, the firmware, build the software, manage deployments, and run support. It's a single integrated solution that scales from branch offices, warehouses, and large campuses to data centers. You can book a demo at meter.com/HTT. That's meter.com/HTT. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a fantastic Friday.